And on a grey and rainy morning, our hero set out from his manor by the side of the lake in the province of Skyrim.
Hello again. So after getting through Doom 64 in a lot less time than I thought we were going to be spending tonight, I decided to do just kind of a miscellaneous, not a whole game, because, well, it's Skyrim, and a whole game in one night is kind of a tall order. So,
I am once again Eva.
and this is Frank, as usual. That hasn't changed yet. It will be once the police arrive, but... So I've been putting a lot of time in Skyrim, even though I swore a little more time between playthroughs, but, you know, quarantine.
Yeah.
So yeah, here we are. Serrano over there is mining. And this is a character I've probably mentioned a few times, you know, in the playthroughs. This is Caluin, son of Sylvan the Nerevarine. And let's see. We started off as you know, part of the Dawnguard doing vampire hunting, and because I wanted to see what Dawnguard was like before you even touched the dragons. And,
turns out there's a lot of dragons in it.
well, yeah, but it was also interesting in its own right, and yeah. So let's see. So far, main quest wise, we've done Dawnguard, enough of the main quest in order to do Dragonborn first. And now we are in search of powerful words to prepare ourselves for the rest of the main quest. So, I guess we can go inside, show the wonderful household he has, you know, made for himself.
All right.
So let's see. This is my house, Carl. Hey, Ray.
Long life to you, Frank.
Long life to you. And so...
It's a bit out of nowhere, but I really like that rug.
Yep.
I want that rug.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Hi, stairs. Hi,
This
Bethesda.
is why you need handrails.
And also the ability not to...
Clip through walls.
Yes.
Okay, where is our wife?
Well, first we get our, NPC babysit. Yar. Here's our wife.
You and I, we're the only people in Skyrim worth loving, that's what I think.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
A skilled alchemist in her own right, and one of the few in the world who can grow Nurner from seed.
What do you mean? Ask anything.
Let's see. Has Dora made any money?
Of course it has. Would you expect any less of me? Here. This is your half, my love.
I also quite like her cloak clasp there.
Yeah. So...
Take the world by storm, dearest.
So I did
She's
a couple...
sweet.
Yeah, so I did... That's kind of cute. So yeah, there are obviously a few mods here. Here's my kid's pet mud crab.
You're a wizard? I mean, you cast that spell yet? I was hoping you could make me invisible or something. Can you? Make me invisible?
Let's see, what am I going to go with?
Freddy can't do that because I'm not going to give you any drugs.
Aww. Well, I'll just have to think of something else.
Serrana.
Bye.
Serrano, you're like a cat sometimes.
Yeah, this cat that I just kind of adopted. Alright, so, and just as a quick overview of skills, no magic at all. So,
Fun alchemy, though.
Alchemy, a bit of speech.
Honestly, speech has almost happened accidentally as you sold stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of... It's a weird skill. So, sneak, light armor when something actually hits me, archery, and one-handed. So yeah, so the mods I've done, the really meaningful ones are, for one, the cloaks. Well, not that much meaningful unless I enchant it. Let's see, the thing to give myself 2 perks per level, because I always felt the way Skyrim does it, you're always a bit constrained. And let's see, some few things for followers, one to give NPCs new clothing.
And one to allow more than one follower, right?
Yep. I think I can get up to 4 or 5.
We're the only people in Skyrim worth loving, that's what I think.
So, So, right now we are going to adventure.
Huzzah! Where are we going to adventure?
Well, the first time I went through Dawnguard and went through the Forgotten Vale, there were 2 dragons that, to my disappointment, didn't come up. But now we have dragons.
Wonderful.
So let us adventure.
Huzzah!
Alright.
One reason why we're doing a lot of huzzahing this time, this past weekend would have been the opening weekend of the Round Fair. It isn't now, but...
May Ariel's light guide you in your hard stars.
Yep. Alright, so, yeah, let's just wander around.
Alright.
We'll find it eventually.
The Vale is a pretty place anyway.
Yep. Actually, let's... an hour or 2, let's...
Here's the sunrise.
Mm-hmm.
I really love the look of the Vale here.
I think that's the valley that we initially came from.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this guy uses, well, all manner of weapons, but primarily one-handed stuff and bows. Ariel's bow is in his inventory in case there's undead, and this is for everything else. Like that guy. You jerk. Yep, that's the valley I came out of, so let us go this way.
Alright.
This is one of my favorite spots in Skyrim.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the second of the 2 Skyrim characters that I really got into role playing them.
Mm-hmm.
In the past, I would try to basically, we all have that teenage hero that we come up with and try to squeeze him in everything.
Mm-hmm.
That was a prime example with between me and RPGs for a very long time. I've stopped doing that and decided this is a story about Skyrim, so let it be about Skyrim, let it be about a character in the world.
I was going to say, framing note here. If you go a little bit back, look up at that pass.
Mm-hmm.
No, behind you. Look up ahead.
Oh.
Do you recognize the shape of that pass?
Do I?
Claws, teeth.
Oh, yeah.
It's a saber cat.
Nice.
It's a sleeping saber cat there.
Oh.
Also, a very large spider.
I don't know why he dodged the poison. Because of the way the alchemy works, I am actually now immune to poison. Yep, I've been poisoned, but what hit me was the bite and nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
Get the bolt back. That spider. At least for the moment. Okay. So yeah, I was impressed with just how deadly some of the poisons I've had.
Mm-hmm.
One thing was basically this paralysis spell that does does this remarkable amount of lingering, poison. Let's see. I know there are a couple of Dawnguard books. No. Snow Elf books that we haven't gotten yet.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not where you think it is. It's not where we went to that portal, apparently. It's just with the Falmer.
Okay. Trying to go find some more.
I guess we can, in the brief amount of time that we got.
I love the frozen waterfalls here.
Oh, I should have went downward.
Ultimately, though, I think we're looking for dragons today.
Yep. So it's become a weird habit to go in and out of first person.
Well, this is you're pretty close, so.
Yeah, this is a Vale Saber Cat cloak.
Owen tree.
Alright. When I played Skyrim ages ago, back when I had the mostly functional PS3 version, and we had to wait ages for Dawnguard. Like, just ages. And I was very pleasantly surprised at how Dawnguard was, because the initial reviews, because of all the glitches, high Bethesda, that they tend to have, it got really lukewarm response, but then for whatever reason, it just took ages for it to be released on PS3. Part of it was kind of a BS deal between Bethesda and Microsoft that haven't released on 360, because apparently that was supposed to get me to buy one.
Well, at this point, pretty much everything runs Skyrim, including the Switch.
Yes, so...
It wouldn't surprise me if we eventually end up with toaster ovens that will run Skyrim.
Yeah. There's some fall more resistance. But we're not going to deal with them quite yet. Let's see. And I was just very pleasantly surprised because, like, there was a lot of vampire stuff going on at the time between True Blood, Twilight, and we kind of rolled our eyes at this one at first.
May Ariel's glow shield you from your enemy.
All right, but then I played it, and to be honest, this is one of my favorite main quests.
Honestly,
in
I
Elder
feel
Scrolls.
like this might be the strongest of the primary story beats.
Yeah.
Note the foreshadowing potion.
Yeah. Alright, so we're going after dragons. So, let's see.
Let's armor up accordingly.
So we're basically going to Witcher this.
Just a second.
You alright?
Yeah, I just want to grab something to drink.
Okay. So paralysis doesn't work on these, which I think it was just a missed opportunity of comedy.
It would have been amusing to see them just crash flat out into the physics engine, but...
Yeah, I mean, they do crash. I discovered, being an archer, but... Okay, so we're going to have...
Damage health.
Actually, first we're going to switch weapons. What is it again? No, not drop.
Use.
Yes. Okay, we're going to put that on the crossbow since we can't paralyze them. And I tried, draining magicka, but that doesn't seem to really decrease their chances of using their breath attacks, so...
Worked on Thalmor Escort, though.
Oh, yeah.
Another mod that we haven't installed is some extra boss fights.
Yep. Let's see, I guess I can drink that when the time comes. Now for, let's see, Dragonbane. Let's see, I should have... I think slow works on them, but whatever. Weaker to magic.
Oh, sorry, poisoned.
Oh, it does?
You got something on there already.
Oh.
What do you have on there?
Probably that, honestly.
Yeah.
So, let's see, nullification. Because the resistance potions that we have are enough to basically make that 100, regardless of what it is. What else? I think that's it for the poisons.
Alright, now let's go into this totally safe lake. We've been here before.
Yep.
Nothing's going to fall on us. Nothing's going to burst out.
But this is easily, always my favorite boss fight.
Yeah. It's beautiful cinematography-wise.
All right.
There we
go. Come on, give me a clear shot. Actually, first of all, let's see. Aha.
Resist frostfire.
And honestly,
Yeah. Up there first.
Yeah. Give me something to work with.
Thank you.
Might as well put another one on. Because it's exactly the kind of situation this is for.
Yep.
I see the fire hardly did anything to me.
Yeah.
Alright, you...
Draw Dragon's Bane.
Yep, you made your last mistake there, buddy. Let's see, weakness to magic.
And now vengeance. Ooh, we got a pretty clear.
Oh, the guy has different eyes than that.
Yeah. Well, they are creatures in the Vale. However long we go. So in the Twin Dragons.
Mm-hmm. Alright, call my friend.
Ah, yes.
Oh,
Powers.
Yep.
Oh, silliness.
Alright, well, thanks, Edward.
Optimus work is never done.
Nope.
Yeah, peacefully.
Alright. So I guess, let's see, not quite 7 minutes. No,
Yep.
we got a little bit of time.
Let's explore more of the Vale for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
What shall we do while exploring the Vale?
Let's see. Well, I guess we can harass the Falmer a bit.
Yeah. I was gonna say, we could also talk to the last living snow elf.
True. I guess I could use some more,
Sun Hallowed Arrows.
Yep.
Can't ask Serratum to bleed on them these days, after all.
Yep, she is no longer a vampire.
May Ariel's glow shield you from your enemies.
Ah, here we go. Let's see, what is your favorite storyline in the Elder Scrolls?
Hard to say, really.
I trust you very well.
Honestly, I am quite fond of all things, the Thieves Guild quest in Oblivion. Becoming a master thief and in the process restoring the rightful ruler to his throne. It always strikes me as a real... It's been one of my favorite stories to do.
Yeah.
Honestly, Knights of the Nine essay is a pretty strong storyline in and of itself, too.
Yeah.
Honestly, part of me kind of feels like that should have been the primary quest for Oblivion, since it's very Cyrodiil-centric, unlike...
I can only do 20 of it.
Honestly, the primary quest in Oblivion really wasn't all that
Yeah.
Cyrodiil-centric. It could have happened anywhere.
Yeah, there are some things I like about, Oblivion's design as a whole. But, try it 4 more times.
Absolutely.
1, 2,
Absolutely.
3, and...
Certainly. I can only do 20 at a time. I'm afraid I'll need elven arrows.
I frankly should be set for the rest of the game, but
How many do you have at this point?
a lot. So I don't think I'm going to come back to this guy anytime soon.
Not unless you feel like chatting.
Yeah. So... Yeah, Dawnguard's definitely up there. I do like Knights of the Nine. The problem with Oblivion's main story is that there's just a lot of things I'm just not looking forward to.
Yeah, a lot of that ends up being in the AI and follower
Yeah.
Methodology, though.
Let's see, was it prison?
The fact that Martin wears a helmet and robes and is subtly non-essential.
Yeah.
Ariel's blow shield you from your enemy.
As far as main quests, I still rank Morrowind's main quest at the very top.
I'll agree with you. I'll be honest, in spite of having played a lot of Daggerfall as a kid, we almost never played the main quest beyond the first part that you have to get done or else you'll lose. Otherwise, though, we really just... we'd mostly go on and do Radiant quests. Or not Radiant quests, but procedurally generated quests for the mages and the thieves.
Yeah, they just weren't called Radiant quests at the time. Let's see, I think I can hit this guy. Gotcha.
Honestly, joining the Thieves Guild in Daggerfall was always a lot of fun, too. Running around stealing pocket from villagers and pickpocketing every humanoid you saw in the dungeons. Until eventually you got a letter reading, "You are a thief. Do not bother to deny it. We have seen you." And then you'd get a quest to go steal some fairly useless object from a powerful wizard. And when you go and try to turn the quest, you get the response of, "Well, I guess I'm expected to pay you for this."
Oh, well, my favorite part about going through the Thieves Guild quest is, I'll do that and then go through the Oblivion crisis. Mm-hmm. And when I'm selling the one merchant Daedra hearts, it's like, oh, may I get ransomed back to the original owner. And I'm just like, yeah, good luck with that. Can I have my heart back, please?
They're Daedra, it might be possible.
Shot through the heart, and you're to blame. Love, a bad name. Yeah, I was gonna take that back.
Leave him the gourd, though?
Yep. Like, eat out of the gourd. So I'm sort of, kind of looking for those last books.
Okay. Do you know roughly where they are?
Nope.
Okay.
So there'll probably be us rambling for the next.
Few minutes anyway.
Yeah.
Tried to heal.
Yep. Didn't work.
Let's see.
Failed a death roll, I guess.
Morrowind was probably, I think, the strongest primary storyline. Dawnguard is very well constructed. It's mostly just a very thorough exploration of Serana's story and mental state.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of the downside. To me, a good Elder Scrolls story doesn't necessitate a specific character archetype. Mm-hmm. Like Knights of the Nine, as much as I enjoy it, it definitely has an archetype in mind for a character, which I feel is always missing the point of an Elder Scrolls story. Like Morrowind, I've done two kinds of characters and they both fit in pretty well. Because basically, get to the center of the volcano, whatever means necessary. Vivek basically instructs you to do that.
You're only just a person born under a certain sign to uncertain parents.
Yeah, and there's even some muddying of the water that partially implies that that's just a load of BS. But I think another thing that makes Morrowind's story work is that it doesn't try to go at a Hollywood pace about it.
No, it's very much aware that you're going to be exploring and following directions. I feel like in that sense it actually benefited from having a smaller world to explore.
Yeah. But just the pacing of the story.
Ultimate healing, yay.
Yeah, just from the pacing of the story. It's... it basically... For one, the threat is very old and very well known at this point. And so, see, a dragon appearing, that calls for a lot more urgency.
Yeah.
And while the situation is urgent, in a sense, in Morrowind, there's... Basically, you get used to, a problem on day to day. It's like, yes, Dagathor could come out one day and try to wipe us all out, but it's probably not going to be today, and it's probably not going to be tomorrow either.
Yes.
So we might as well, go on with our lives.
There are ash storms, and we all know about those.
Yeah,
so.
it's just part of the weather now. Meanwhile, Oblivion Gates of Hell just like opening up, and no one being in any kind of hurry about it is just kind of jarring.
Yeah.
Bring out the mace for this guy.
I mean, one of the first things that you're told to do in Morrowind is just go practice your skills.
Yeah. Get a job.
Go do something.
Make yourself useful. No, literally make yourself useful.
Thank you, Serrata.
Yep. That was redundant. Okay. You keep that. But yeah, so I would like a story in the next one to kind of follow that pace. One that encourages wandering around.
Who's there?
And doesn't feel jarring when you decide to take your time.
Shall we wander? See, other moments that I have liked in the Elder Scrolls. I feel like a lot of the guild quests actually performed better in Morrowind than in Oblivion and Skyrim, pacing-wise.
Yeah, I mean, Oblivion kind of runs on a pretty slow pace as well, but there's definitely a pacing problem in the guilds where in Skyrim, where it's like a couple days later you're the leader.
Yeah. He was the man from my dream. 3 days later, I'm in. He's in charge.
Yep. Well, to be fair, you weren't in charge of Cyrodiil after that.
Yeah.
But, Oblivion had, longer arcs for them, so it gets away with it. But I do like more when you actually have to be proficient in the in the magic and skills.
Yeah. Ooh, slaughter for scales.
So I'm probably not going to use it anymore.
A matter of no one doubts your loyalty, but your skills needs to improve, or no one doubts your skills, but you really do need to do a few more quests to show your loyalty.
Yeah, you shouldn't be level 5 and be in charge of the place.
I feel like combining that with the Radiant quest system actually would have led to better pacing for the guilds.
Yeah, because then, it's like, alright, I should level up. Okay, on-the-job training.
Yeah, because the Radiant quest systems
natural.
are there. You can do as many of those quests as you like, but there isn't always a lot of incentive. I mean, the last 2 times you joined the Dawnguard before this, you didn't do a lot of vampire hunting.
Well, okay, to join them, at like close to no skill at all, that's fine, in my opinion. In fact, Dawnguard as kind of a weird alternative guild line works pretty well because there isn't. We know that the vampires are up to something, but the vampires have been there for quite a while.
It is again a familiar threat.
Yeah, at the very least, the Dawnguard, and
as Eastron says, "I knew, nobody believed me."
I knew.
You do a much better on impression than I do.
I have the deeper voice. Let's see. Well, it kind of helps that you're not in charge of the Dawnguard at the end.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so I can just keep adventuring then. And yeah. So I might want to do an Oblivion Let's Play to, yeah, once I add the proper mods.
Yeah.
That might be an interesting comparison between Arena. Do kind of have a character archetype in mind.
Mm-hmm. And now I have the music of Daggerfall in my head. It was a real delight hearing that turn up here in Skyrim.
Yeah, I feel like I've only heard it once or twice. I think it was twice.
Occasionally you'll get lucky in an inn.
Yeah.
But I remember the first time that we heard it when we were playing Lion-O Blizzard, our Khajiit. Because of course his name was Lion-O.
Yep.
What, nerds play Skyrim? Never.
But you know, as a guild, Dawnguard I feel works well. Because you do have to put in a lot of time in. I don't know why I did that instead of a sneak attack, but never mind. You really have to put in the time to really get the best stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, the Dawnguard Rune Axe and Rune Shield.
Yeah.
You really have to put a lot of time to get the most out of it. And I don't really feel it's necessary for the other guilds.
Yeah. Honestly, even with that though, there's been plenty of playthroughs where you pretty much just kind of skip through and let it be.
Yeah. So should I?
That was misery.
Yep. So I think the lesson for Bethesda to take from this is it's okay to have a barrier to entry.
Yeah.
To
have things slow down.
Yeah. The player has like all the world, at his disposal to train and grind and everything like that. And if there's one thing the one thing MMOs has taught us is that players don't mind a grind when properly done. I'd argue this is a better grind in this game than, say, World of Warcraft, to be honest. Because World of Warcraft kind of puts you on a line of quests, and you kind of just... There's a weird kind of momentum to it. Where here, it's just like, you know what? I don't see anything wrong with training block by shield dashing mud crabs.
I found this particularly funny because my brother used to practice his hand-to-hand skill by punching mud crabs back in Morrowind.
Yep.
It was incredibly frustrating when we had only one computer, and I really wanted to use it, and he was punching mud crabs. I mean, to be fair, it worked.
Yeah, it did. Or you could hire a trainer, because, well, when you get to that point, you have all the money in the world.
Yeah.
I remember these guys were a threat. Not anymore. Well, mainly because, again, what I said about the poison.
Yeah.
So another fun thing I discovered is that the wards will actually block certain projectiles entirely.
Ooh.
Up to including shouts, poison, and other things where it's not quite a physical weapon.
Okay.
Like magic, you're gonna have a little, like fire spells, you're gonna have a little bit of trouble with. But stuff like that, you could just basically erase from existence.
Okay.
Right in front of you. So if you're getting tired of being disarmed by one of the Draugr, just put that up because they're gonna shout very, very quickly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's after 7, and we did the big thing that I wanted to do. So yeah, we'll do Arena. We'll think about what other games we want to do. So until next time, this is Frank Curley.
My name's Eva.
This is Caluin right here, and that's Serrata.
We'll see you next time.
See you
Have a
next
good night.
Good night, everyone.